right, so we have Jeremy Thiel here from Driver Check. You're the sales and marketing manager. How are we doing today, Jeremy?
I'm doing great.
Good. So we're in your offices today. Pretty cool place. I haven't seen any drugs. That's maybe a good thing. Anyway, so what does Driver Check do? Give us an overview of what Driver Check does.
Okay, well, so Driver Check, I mean, you're familiar with what we've done. We've been around since 1996,
Okay.
and we do workplace medical testing.
Okay.
So that encompasses a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
So everything from alcohol and drug testing to occupational health services, such as like driver medicals, pulmonary function tests, spirometry. We do things with fatigue management. So
Okay.
sleep apnea is a big concern in the trucking industry. So we do anything that has to do with workplace safety, and what we talk about a lot is fitness for duty. And so every company has different programs in place for what they deem as fitness for duty programs.
So you have an interesting job as a sales and marketing guy, right? Because are you marketing the drugs? You're marketing the testing? You're marketing both? I don't know. You maybe have a business on the side. I'm just kidding. So what? Tell us what your role is here at the company. What are you technically supposed to do for Driver? Because we would think of, if you tell me testing facility, I think of just a line of doctors and a line of receptionists taking orders or bookings or whatever. And you've got a role here. So what do you do specifically?
So, no, I don't sell drugs out of my trunk. I like to work here still. But so as a sales and marketing manager, my biggest focus is on education.
Okay.
So what we like to do is educate clients about these sorts of programs.
Okay.
And we talked a little bit earlier about the policy side of things. We talked about alcohol and drug testing. There's no real simple answer because every company's a little bit different.
Right.
So we take the education approach. So each company might be a little bit different and unique. So one company might be heavily focused on ethics, one company might be focused on safety, and different companies all have these different programs. So it's our job to listen to what the clients want or what their goals are, and then we try to educate them as to what programs they should be considering, but just having a two-way dialogue to create a program that makes sense for their needs.
Okay, and you guys have been growing like weeds. You were just we were touring the office there, and you've got different departments, and everybody's going. So how did this start? Because I thought Driver Check when it started was fairly small, and now you've got, how many employees have you got altogether?
So right now we're over 250.
Wow.
And that's across Canada.
Okay.
So we're at our air head office today.
Yeah.
And I think we have about 100 to 120 at our headquarters. So I've been here for about 2.5 years, and when I started, we were at about 140. So just in the last 2 short years, essentially, is we've added another 110 bodies.
Wow. So how did the company start? Who started this? How did Driver Check get started?
So Dr. Chris Page is our founder.
Okay.
So he was an emergency medicine specialist for years. He actually opened up a couple of the urgent care clinics that were in Kitchener for years. But he wanted to do something new and exciting. He's an entrepreneur at heart.
Okay.
And so when the DOT first announced that they were introducing the mandatory alcohol and drug testing program, that includes drivers that are going from Canada across the border, Chris saw an opportunity and he ran with it. So basically it was himself, his wife, his daughter, Maggie, and Diane Holmes, who's now our operations manager.
Okay.
It was the 4 of them at the beginning, and that was in 1996, and started in a barn on Chris's property.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of growth from 4 employees to 250, like you're saying. That's amazing. So you guys are a consortium, right? Am I getting that name right? You're a drug consortium. You guys actually do the testing, and then there's collection centers, right? Which would be somebody like a Fleet Tax Services or
you got it. Yeah. So
how does that relationship work? Like, because we work closely with a lot of those collection centers.
So the term that we use for, like, say, Driver Check is third-party administrator or a TPA. Okay. So we can do everything from A to Z, and so that's booking your appointments, looking at the actual results, doing the collections, because we own some of our clinics.
Right.
So we own, I think it's now 10 clinics across Canada.
Okay.
But we have access to over 1,000 of these other third-party associates, so like your Fleet Tax Services. Yeah. So a lot of times what they'll do is whoever this person's calling for, maybe it's Gander or Newfoundland, they call into the booking department saying, I need a drug test. We'll look within our network to see who's the closest provider, and then we'll coordinate that test for that individual for that.
Right, because I see your Driver Check sign on different offices and different locations, and I go, that's not a Driver Check, but I guess that's a Driver Check facility, right? That's why they have your logo on there. Somebody like Fleet Tax has the Driver Check logo as well.
Yeah.
Right?
So I mean, it's a good partnership or a relationship with them because they'll help promote our services. Because some people they don't know who Driver Chick is or what
Yeah,
we do. So it's just another promotional tool for us.
Right.
But a lot of people do know us from the trucking side as alcohol and drug testing providers.
Right.
So Fleet Tax offers that service for us.
Yeah.
So it's just another way to let people know that they're in a relationship with us.
Okay, that's great. And you just showed me your IT team. There was quite a few of them. They've grown along with your company. I am sure that people are worried about, test results. I don't want to say going missing, but publicized or something. So what's the security like for that? You don't tell me all the ins and outs, but an overview of how you guys keep the results secure. Like, how does that work as far as from the driver doing the test to maybe their manager being involved and yourselves? Just give us kind of a map of how that works.
Okay.